Hey YouTube! Today we're going to learn how to add additional eBay sites to your TurboLister software. Now sometimes you may want to list on a site directly like the Canada site or the Australia site. In order to do that with TurboLister, you're going to have to download what's called a language packs. The way that you do that is you go up to your Tools menu, you're going to go down to Options, Seller Options, eBay Sites. So you can see right here that the eBay US site is grayed out. This is because I downloaded the program from the eBay.com website. If I had downloaded it from the eBay Canada website, this would be grayed out instead. So let's say that I'm from the United States, but I want to list directly on the eBay Canada site. What you're going to do is check mark the Canada box, select Apply, then OK. You're going to get this prompt to let you know that they have to download updates to TurboLister in order to be able to get that site information, because different sites have different information with regard to category numbers. It could be something as different as the dollars to euros, things like that. So they have to update the program. So what you're going to need to do is go ahead and click the download button. At this stage, you can either create a backup or not backup. We only have one item, so I'm not really going to worry about a backup. If you have a lot of items in here and you've not created a backup recently, go ahead and do that. Generally, I don't worry about creating a backup prior to running updates, but it's totally going to be personal preference. And then you just need to sit and wait while TurboLister downloads and installs the updates. This can take a couple minutes. I don't necessarily put too much stock into the time that it says it's going to take. A lot of times when you're downloading updates, even just regular updates, it'll put the number up really high and then suddenly bring it back down again. So see, it went to 0 seconds, so I wouldn't put too much stock into that. Alright, so the update was installed successfully. Go ahead and click the close button. Sometimes it's going to tell you there are more updates, and that's alright. We can get to those later. But what you're going to do is you can either create a new item, now if you go up here to the eBay sites, it'll show you everything that's currently installed. eBay Canada, eBay US. You could click the Add Additional Sites. It'll take you back to that page where we selected Canada to install. But basically, when you select a different country, some things are going to change. As I mentioned earlier, the category numbers are different from site to site. Pricing is different, dollar versus pounds versus whatever. That's going to be different. Your store categories, of course, will stay the same because that's just static, upon your particular store that you've created. Shipping information is going to be different, so things like that. And that's how you download and install a new eBay site. Another thing that you can do if you have a lot of items that are currently created that you're wanting to change to a different eBay site, you can double click to open to edit your item. You can then come up here to the eBay site and you're going to change it. So the tricky thing is when you're changing currently existing items to different eBay sites is, again, like the category, you're going to have to reselect the category. You have to put in all new information for start prices, buy it now, things of that nature. Again, your shipping is going to be different. So having said that, there's no easy way to bulk move your items from, let's say, the .com site to the .ca site. You would have to do them one at a time. And it's a fairly time-consuming process, so just be aware of that. There is no quick and easy way to change items or to transfer items from one eBay site to another. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Stay tuned for more news on eBay tools.